Las Gatos house of the week. First thing we need to talk about is how to stage your home while you live in it. I'm doing that right now with one of my listings, and they're living in it. Very crowded, not crowded, but busy in that house, and they're living in it, and they have dogs, and the house has the dog smell. So we got rid of some of the couches and put new couches in there, keeping the dogs off of the couch and chairs, decor, etc. But this is a process, right? It's a huge process because one, you have to get in the mindset that you're moving. So you got to get all your stuff that you're moving packed away into boxes, and whatever you're getting rid of or giving away, you got to take care of that stuff too, right? Because you have to declutter. You have to take care of all that stuff. You look in the back here, you see all this stuff. If I were to move, this would be gone. I wouldn't need that. The idea is to make your room look as big as possible. And I have two of these shelves. I have one right here laying on its side, and then I have this desk, and then I have two sets of drawers. It's just really junky, but I would get rid of a lot of the stuff or store it or move it to my next house or what have you. It's huge. I have two couches and a chair and an ottoman and two of these shelves holding up my TV. I would definitely depersonalize that and drop that down to maybe one couch, one chair, maybe one or two end tables, and then one of these shelves on its side to hold the TV, and get rid of everything else because it looks lived in. It's comfortable to me, but it's not ready for a show. And I just spent a couple of weeks getting my listing ready to go, and it was a lot of packing, a lot of moving, a lot of stuff going to storage, a lot of stuff getting tossed out. And it is what it is, right? The good thing about moving is when you do get into action, you realize that you keep stuff that you don't need. Like this. This right here are all the receipts and plans for my kitchen remodel that I did. I don't even know. 2016. It's 9 years ago. I plan on scanning it. I'll get around to scanning it, but I don't need it. I can just shove it into an envelope, and if I ever get audited, I'd give it to Uncle Sam and be done with it, right? That's that. Remove all signs of personalization. My house has nothing but my kids' pictures all over it because I love my kids. I have my kid when he was a baby. I have my kid playing hockey. I have my kids at the beach, right? All sorts of stuff. I would need to get rid of that and put some other decor on there. Drop it down a tone a bit. I think one or two pictures are fine, but not an entire wall of your kids. So just think of it that way, like trophies and attaboys and all sorts of stuff. I have an I love me wall here. That would have to go, right? Define each room's purpose, right? If it's a kid's room, we know what that's going to look like. It's going to look a little junky, but you got to trim that down, get that thing ready to move, get rid of all that stuff and make it a bedroom. Or if it's a kid's room with an office in it or a guest room with an office in it, you can absolutely do that. But if you have two living spaces, like I have a family room and a living room, I would need to define that. My rooms are pretty much defined that way, but I definitely would get rid of a lot of the junk. Yeah, storage. I just spent a couple, 3 weeks ago, I spent an entire day moving a friend's storage unit into a shed. And I was exhausted. I was tired. I was sore for 3 days. Something that you have to do, right? And it's like a massive physical push, but it's also an emotional push if it's your stuff. We got to the point where we're shoving stuff to the top of it. I'm like, what do you not like? What do you care if it gets wet? Because we couldn't fit everything into the shed. It is what it is, right? Declutter. Rule of three. No more than three things on any surface. Clean it up. Make it look like you're ready to move. Make your house look like it's a showroom. There you go. Tuesday, Las Gatos house of the week. And the reason why I picked this is because it's close to downtown Santa Cruz Ave. You can walk to it, go to a couple of restaurants and walk back, but it's a tiny little nothing. It's not my listing, San Benito Avenue, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 84 square feet, over 100 years old. And yes, this was the first picture that I saw, which you know how I feel about that. It's a little tiny thing right there. I don't know why anybody would. How big is the lot? 7,200 square feet. So the value in this is really buying the lot and then tearing it down. You have the utilities, you have the infrastructure in there already, and you're going to put a little mini McMansion on it, make it worth $3 million. Look at all that land. Yeah, that could be a huge house right there. You could put a big old honking house there. So there you go. And at least they did the floor plan. That's nice that they did that. That highs and lows. This is the low. Yep, this is the low of the week. Kennedy Court, not my listing. And here you go. Funny you think $835,000. That's the low. Oh, geez, what's the is Lexington Drive, sold for a cool $10 million. Lexington Drive in Monte Sereno, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, 1.5 acres, 4,400 square foot home built in 2018, and it looks like a school almost. And there it is, right there. I used to live right here for a bit. Let's take a look at the pictures. It's majestic. It's beautiful. You're living on a very low sloped hill. The one I lived in on Eucalyptus was very steep. It was built into the side of the mountain. This is gorgeous. Yep. Okay. And then this one right here, this is my listing. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,300 square feet on 6,600 acre lot, built in 1977, on market 4 days. And I wanted to show you this. And it's right here in the Groves off of Chinowith and Hayes Mansion. And let's take a look at the pictures. This, I have my floor plan there. And the primary picture is of the house, right? First couple pictures should be of the house, because the front of the house, because it's curb appeal. You have to have a nice curb appeal, and you got to show that off. And here's the couches that we staged, right? And then we did up the decor. We did a lot of different things here, and they did a great job staging it up, making it look pretty, right? This is their dining room table, their furniture here, their beds. We can make your house look like a showroom, make it look ready to go. And here is the selling point. This house is beautiful, but the backyard is amazing. They did a great job with the pool. They have a nice little pergola with a barbecue and a little heating lamp there. And every section of this large backyard is very well appointed and well thought out and well used. So if you're interested in looking at it, better hurry, because I have a ton of traffic on it. Price reductions of the week. Let's take a look. Gilroy, $1.57 million. This looks like a colonial 3 and 2.5, 3,100 square feet, built in 1922. And how much land is it? 16,000 square feet. That's a lot. And it's right down by walking distance to Monterey Road, which is their downtown there. So that's nice. I would go take a look at that. And that's it. We already looked at the highs and lows. We have 161 homes for sale right now in Santa Clara County, and 84 of them are price reductions, which is 11%. And right now we're hovering about 12% overall year to date for price reductions, which means the numbers are coming down, which is good. You see here in the last couple of weeks, it's been below 11 pretty quick, pretty easy. But that's it. And the Super Bowl didn't really slow anything down for the open house. I think I have 1 or 2 buyers coming in from that. And then Saturday we had an open house. We had 30 people come through, 30 sets of people